You need to give them less desirable things.
Ooh, good idea. Yesterday we...
Here's a box of poop. I didn't get a box of poop.
Oh, well, let me go. Hey, give me 20 minutes.
I'll make some. What would you like in your poop? Let's look in the pantry.
Oh my God.
Oh, that wouldn't gross them out at all. In fact, I'd like you to videotape that and put it on YouTube.
Well, the latest thing that I've done with the girls is I think your wife posted something about this, about screen time being a bad thing for children.
Yeah.
And we had learned about that through my daughter's a doctor, because she deals with ADHD like I did when I was a kid and like I do now.
Removed her eyeballs from the screen.
Well,
this is probably not a good idea. I was wondering. She's kind of weird.
She plays video games a lot. She, if given the chance, she'll treat it like it's an addiction, for God's sakes, and get angry when we tell her to stop. And we went a week without it, and like her whole attitude changed. I mean, it's like a week. You're grounded. You can't have any electronics, no television, no video, no radio. You're living in the world without any of that stuff. And over the course of those 7 days, she turned into this beautiful sunshine rainbow of a child.
Wow! Did you throw it all away then?
Recycle
it, get rid of it.
I wish I could. I can't. I don't think you can be the Luddite that your child deserves.
Did you tell her, I love how you're being when you're not around electronics?
I did. Completely did that. We explain it and we talk about it. And
or was this how desperate she was to get them back? She was going to be nice to you.
It has. I mean, as much as I don't want to, I don't want to be like my dad in that he was always pointing to something that was ruining our generation. Well, honestly,
we have less gravity.
Right,
how about just ruining me?
Well, and right now that's what
that
a lot of us do that didn't grow up with the immediacy of Facebook and Twitter and online videos and everything like that at your fingertips and on a regular basis.
Right.
So to take it away means it also separates them from their peer group. So we're not going to take it away, but we're going to do our best to control it and make sure that they understand that there is something there that they need to notice, that if they can, because all those kids have become antisocial too.
So did you encourage
none of them want to talk to each other on the phone. My kids got friends. They got tons of friends. Okay. But they don't call them. Hey, I know that. Call her up. We can set up a play date. Wait, I'll take you to Valley Fair. I don't know. Oh, well, why? Well, phones are lame is what it finally came out. Phones are lame. So they don't want to talk on the telephone.
How about
they
US
don't want to
mail?
do this face to face. They got school. They talk to each other, but they after school. So this is the only way they're communicating, and you can't as one parent go, okay, that's where you're no longer going to do that, and that will fix the world. No, it isn't, because the world has gone a different direction. So we're riding that, trying to learn what is going to work, because we're going to be getting them phones soon, because they have to have phones for us to be able to keep track of them and for them to get in touch with us when there are things. So we're like within a 6-month period here.
They don't need phones.
They're going to
They just need to be chipped.
You can do that now. So anyway, that's we just came up with a rule the other day that Ella is not that happy about. That all electronics will cease by 7:15 every evening. Every evening.
Wow.
Television, everything.
Until they drive you so crazy, you give them back.
Well, no. That's the way it used to be in our house, and she was winning. So we are a unified front that are going to stand together in that, no, this is like gravity, like you've always said. This is the rule. It's like gravity. It will not change. So she will adapt, because that's what children do best, is they adapt. And they'll find another limit to try to push, because that's what they do. But that's what's going on at our house right now with screen time. And it's even tougher because we have to stick to that rule too.
Right.
Because we can't say, you can't be on your screen, and then have our phone on a regular basis going like that.
Well, however, you can go to the bathroom.
Yes, I can. Hey, welcome to the Bill and Jason Show.
And the longest intro to the show you've ever heard. In fact, this is the intro show. So what do you do with your kids? How do you manage screen time with them, or your own screen time, or does it even matter? Or do you think that it's going to making them into like little screen zombies, or is it actually like heightening their ability to like put themselves inside the computer and live forever?
Well, the article that I wrote,
You wrote an article about this?
I didn't write an article. The article I read didn't say that it was turning them into zombies. It's turning them into antisocial, mean kids, human beings. It literally antisocial. I get, and my daughter, mean.
How are they more
ornery.
mean? How are they more mean than when they were before?
Well, I wish I could say
Kids
that
have always
there's
been
no
mean.
different. There wasn't any different, but I mean, I saw a huge difference in the week that we grounded her and took all that stuff away. A huge difference because we weren't taking her crack away. Her crack was gone for an entire week, and she kind of, no longer going, I need more crack. Well,
He's being metaphorical.
I am being metaphorical, when she's not smoking crack. Hey. Hey, I saw an article here.
Are we going to charge ahead?
This is a nice story. Why not? I mean, what else we got to talk about?
All right. Hey, let's keep it going.
Unless you can find a way to take what I was talking about and make it about DJs. Make it about...
Well, the last time I used my phone to do a mix...
Really? That's the only thing you can come up
was a long time. What? What do you mean? I
That's
thought that
why I
was
was
pretty
making
good.
a transition.
I thought off the top of my head that was pretty good.
Because you actually made a mix
good.
with your phone?
I did.
Well, yeah.
I took a request and I put it in and I mixed it.
With your phone?
With my phone.
And what'd you play off of?
It was actually the Tricerasoft app.
Okay. Well, but you have Tricerasoft on your computer.
Right. And I sent a message to the computer. Mix now.
Oh.
See? Check this out. I'll play your song. Duck.
Well, they have that on
And
virtual.
then I could keep standing at the table and keep talking. Hey, could I eat some of those wings? Are you going to eat all those?
They have that on Virtual DJ. I haven't used it yet.
Yeah. Well, you should try it.
The one time I did try that app, I was at the bar that you worked at, and and you were pushing Virtual DJ.
I was, yeah.
And I went, oh,
you
look, there's an
downloaded
app.
and hooked up.
And I decided I hooked into his show, and I started messing with his stuff. Now, the app, as much as it was fun to kind of have him go, what's going on? Who has control? I only took control for about a minute, and then my iPad locked up. So it wasn't. I mean, this was a few years ago. I haven't tried it again. But I love the idea of being able to fire things that you need from a remote place, and I think more and more of the software is like that.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, but it's not really cool unless you're on a Segway. On the dance floor. Hey, sure, I'll play your song and zip it around here and zip it around there. Now, wouldn't you love to do your event on a Segway with a control
the little circular
music?
The little circular.
The stand-up wheelie thing.
The wheelie
that doesn't
thing.
fall down like
I've
Weeble.
never done a show on it.
Hello,
Really?
everyone. Hello. And then you push start music and everything right here. So beautiful. You can put
if
speakers
you're
on
the
it.
first person in America, DJ in America, that's thought of that idea, I think you better do it quick. Because you can
start
be
a
the only
franchise.
DJ in the world that DJs via Segway.
Oh, another thing that people don't want but are dying to pay a lot of money for.
What? Okay.
Well, it's just I've been thinking about all the things that we DJs have been adding on to what we can offer. You know what I mean? That go so beyond actually DJing. Just most of the stuff that we do at a wedding is so beyond what a DJ would ever normally do.
Yeah, that's true.
And people when they shop, they're it's they're shopping for a DJ for what a DJ would normally do, and
Right.
we're well,
a
take
DJ
look
for
at
what
this.
when they normally would do from what they know about DJs because they've seen DJs.
Right.
And over the
Oh,
years,
exactly.
DJs show up with their music
Yes.
during cocktail hour, and they sit and they play music, and that's all they do. And they might make an announcement, and they might let you use their microphone,
Yes.
but honestly, that's what a DJ is.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that.
And that's what consumers think of.
Right.
And then we come in and we're the plumber that comes
Yeah,
in
but
and
I
says,
have this
"Oh, is
app."
that tooth bothering you? I could do that root canal too, What? You're a dentist too? I am a dentist too. It's I DJ, I MC, I speak, I host. You know what I mean? It's in our industry, it's become well, yeah, of course those things go together. But I don't think consumers have caught up with that notion yet.
Well, then I guess the question is, how then do you live and work in a world of this is what I expect of a disc jockey, this is what I'm shopping for, and then come to them with so much more that they might think has nothing to do with what they want, and still get them on board, especially at a much higher price.
Sure. So, I think is one thing that's going to make a big difference is if your biggest unique selling proposition has everything to do other than DJing, then I would say come at them from the point of view of a unique service. Come in from a different channel, a different angle, so they're coming into that conversation framed differently. So they don't have to reconcile but you're a DJ. It's like, I can do all these amazing things, like a Hollywood production. And they're like, yeah, but you're a DJ. I've never seen that.
Well, now
and they have that to reconcile. They have to not that you can't, not that you don't, because you do. A lot of people do. They do amazing things.
Right.
Like even Jeremy with his amazing lights. It's
Jeremy
like,
Breck.
DJ
right.
Jer. He does incredible lighting designer. He's like, yeah, I'll DJ your wedding and I can do this. And they're like, whoa. Okay, wow, that's amazing. But wait, we are shopping for a DJ, And it's not speaking down to DJs. It's just the point of view of the consumer, thinking about what do they think of when they're shopping.
Right, and the thing that they're thinking of when they're shopping usually comes at a lower price point, which within our industry we're trying to raise that price point so that we can all make a better living. And one of the things that I've heard DJs who struggle with this, and I think we all have at one point, if not all the time, struggling with that, is that they believe they have to come up with another name for what we are because we aren't that. And I think that is, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a DJ, so I'm an entertainer, or I'm not a DJ. I'm a producer. I am a director of great entertainment. I'm not a DJ.
I've done all those things,
and so have I. I've reached out with that as well, and I know that people still try it, and I still think that I think that there's the flaw in that is that there is not you can call yourself whatever you want. You could call yourself, I am a tree. It's an amazing experience. I'm a tree. But if there's no agreement that what you're discussing is something that they want or will create the outcome they want, then what you're telling them you are has no bearing on what they're trying to find.
Or even it has to be something they're shopping for. Because they think they know what they want based upon what they've seen and what is available. And it's like, and mostly it's your basic DJ services that make up the bulk of what people experience.
So the question that the next DJ would ask, and the question I get asked on a regular basis when I bring this up to them, is say, okay, well, I get that, but how do I get them? How do I do that? I mean, I know that they're looking. They're looking for a DJ. What's a DJ? It's a gear. This is the kind of gear I have, and these kind of lights I bring, and this kind of music I play, and this is the suit I wear. These are all the things you get with it. And I'll read your crowd because they're starting to talk about that as well. So how do I get them from there to this, which is more expensive and I can get more money for? Get them to care about the extra things that I've done without giving it another name. And what I end up talking about with that is it's more about the conversation you have with them around what they actually want or the outcome they're trying to create than it is, okay, DJs have this and this and this, but I have this and this and this, and this and this and this and this and this. Can't you see the more value? You should pay me more, which doesn't necessarily connect.
Only if they discover a want they didn't know they have.
Right, exactly. And the discovering of want that they didn't know they had is in the, so I know you want a DJ, but what do you want that DJ to do? What's the outcome of the party? Because we know as performers, as disc jockeys, even just as a DJ who just plays music, which is beautiful, what you do and how you do it will have an outcome on the party. The client doesn't want they don't want the drill, they want the hole, right? They don't want the DJ, they want the party. They can do that without a DJ, they're going to do it. But right now they think they need a DJ for it. Okay, so as a DJ, what is the outcome you produce? And if they say that I want this outcome, can you guarantee that? Now, once you talk about that, that has a value to its own. And if you want to talk about the other things you can do at that point, that's great. But the value is to get more money, to get paid more, is to guarantee the outcome than the equipment you're bringing. Because your client can rent all the equipment you're bringing.
Right.
And they can't make the outcome like you can. With now that conversation now doesn't have to be about, but I'm not a DJ. I'm an actor. I'm a performer. I am by my own admission and by who I am since I was a boy. I am by my own core a performer. But they don't look up performer on the web. Okay, they don't hear from their friends. You should get Bill Hermann, the performer.
Right, unless they've talked to someone who's been to one of your events or someone that's speaking to the experience that you create. Other than that, if it's just that they're looking for a DJ, they found your name, they found you, they contacted you, they have what's in their head.
Right.
In terms of like,
But even then, if they've seen it.
What you described is a great way to overcome the I'm a DJ and
Right.
I do this. And what I'm suggesting is that, and that's a great tool, and that's been very effective. But I'm thinking, I wonder if we should like considering the extent to which it's not just like, oh, we added lights or we add things that just kind of go with, like there's added a whole other skill set to the emceeing, the storytelling, and all that to that level. So actually, to also, besides DJing, come at from another brand, another angle, like a storytelling business or things like that shows up to them as a unique service that has the media. People go, ooh, this is new and interesting and exciting. Nobody's offering this.
Right.
But it's not, I'm a DJ who does, because the media won't go, oh, well, a DJ who does that makes sense, because that doesn't make sense to them. But actually come at it from a branding point of view. Is it from the planning angle? Because there's a lot of planning that goes into creating the experience, right? So you come at it from a planner's angle, or you come at it from a different angle. So then their point of view as a consumer is like really different. Plus they're more open to going, oh, well, it's already framed for them. This is new, interesting, and exciting. When it's a DJ who does or DJ and, it's like, well, but why? Why does there have to be the and? There's all this confusion. That's not good or bad. It's just confusion. And how do I reconcile this? And do I want to put enough effort into reconciling this to keep talking to you?
Well, and having those extra brands are great, but once again, it also speaks to, okay, once you're in front of the client, once you're across from them, you still, say, well, I'm a DJ, but I'm also a designer. Well, I wasn't looking for a designer. Why the hell would I need a designer? You still need to speak to. So before you bring up that you design lights and that you create a photo booth experience, that you tell stories or do amazing introductions or can sing, dance, tell jokes, you need to find out what they really care about, what the outcome is that they really want, so that now from your deck of cards of things you can do, this will give you that outcome.
Exactly.
Or this and this and this and this. And I have all of these available to you. Now, without all of these, you can't be guaranteed that you're going to have the outcome you want. But with all of these, I can guarantee it.
Right.
I mean, but I don't think it's funny at all. I think
no, no, that's not what I'm laughing at. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at. Well, I'm laughing because I'm talking about marketing and you're talking about sales.
Well, I think they're the same thing.
No, they aren't actually, which is really clear in this conversation that they're not the same thing, and that's okay. That's okay because what you're sharing is really useful and valuable, and I'm not laughing at because you're wrong or anything like that.
But see, everything we do.
But you're talking about the sales transaction, sitting in front of them and bridging these things, and it's all beautiful and terrific. And I'm on the website, that actually that creates the meeting. Then you go there. Or
well, no, and
that's why I said
no, and I see the difference.
I
see the difference, and without going too far into it, everything we do is marketing, but.
Okay.
Well, but it is everything we do is marketing to the outcome that we want. But when it comes to the website, I still think that to put on the website that you've rebranded yourself as something else doesn't speak to the client until you're in front of what they want. So, because they're not going to search for a disc jockey. They're not going to search for anything but a DJ. No one is typing in director of entertainment. Nobody. Okay, we are. Other DJs are doing that, looking for those words and seeing the new words and finding a new way to communicate on the website. But honestly, they're not seeing that branding.
Well, no,
so until that happens,
they're not. That has to be generated and created and done through media and done through creating agreement with the Nod and other marketing sites and things like that.
Right.
That has to be created in consumer. Just what does Coca-Cola mean? Well, it only means something to us because they spent millions upon billions of dollars on marketing. What that means, what that experience means.
That's exactly. And also, before we go on, because I think this is an entirely another podcast. The idea of now that you've branded yourself some way and you want to get media press about it, how do you go about doing that? And I think we should do that on our next podcast. What do you think?
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, great. Now, if you've got an idea of this, if you want to tell me, were we talking about marketing or were we talking about sales?
What are you? Are you
I want
sales?
To know what you're
are you
thinking.
Marketing?
I really want to hear what you have to say and the successes you've had and the failures you might have had or questions you might have. Write them down in the comments. Send us a message if you want to. Find us on Facebook and like our page. Go to the podcast and subscribe because we will keep you notified with every new show that comes out.
use mail.
Oh, absolutely. And tell us what you think. We really want to hear from you.
We love getting letters in the mailbox.
Okay, see you next time.
Broadcasting from high atop planet Earth at a rate of 96 kilobytes sampled per second over the interweb in an effort to stop glorifying being busy. This has been an entertainment experience production.